can I talk about an episode of television?
An episode of television?
It has perplexed me for...
Is that the name of the show?
No. The show is The Batman. It's an animated show from like the early 2000s. It's pretty good, but it's not, it's not the 90s Batman show. That show's, the best. But this one's like, it's like a 7 out of 10. And I sat down and I watched it all for the first time as an adult. I'd never seen the show all the way through. But I sat down because I remember like watching random episodes when I was a kid. So I sat down and I watched it. There was a fucking episode of this show, right? Where this guy randomly figures out he can travel through time. So it's not a long way in time. Like he can go back in time like a couple minutes maybe. But he uses it he'll rob a bank and he'll walk in and he'll try and rob the bank and then it'll go sideways. But then he'll reverse time and he'll go in and he won't make that mistake again. And he just keeps doing that.
Yeah, it's like that Tom Cruise movie.
Right, until he gets to the end and he just successfully robs the bank. So for whatever reason, he decides he's going to like gas the city and kill everybody or something. I don't know why. I don't remember why. But Batman's big plan. I think this guy he worked at like a jewelry store and he robbed the jewelry store because he was poor or whatever. And he got caught. And he went to jail. And his stupid family or whatever, he never saw them again. But then while he was in jail, he figured out he could control time or whatever. Who cares? So Batman's big plan, right? World's greatest detective. Pretty smart guy, I would say. On the whole.
Suppose so.
His big plan is he's going to find this guy's kid, who's an adult now. He's going to bring him to the building that this guy is about to set these gas bombs off on or whatever. And Batman's plan is he's going to get him so upset that he's about to kill his own kid that he's going to break this guy's brain and he's going to travel back in time to before he robbed the jewelry store, and he's not going to rob the jewelry store. And that's going to save the day.
And did it work?
Well, yeah. The guy set off the gas bombs and everybody was dying, and I think Batman died. But then he killed his kid, so he went back in time. I just need to get that off my chest because that is fucking ludicrous. That is a bad plan. What if the guy couldn't do that?
That's the plan's what you think was ludicrous? The whole thing was.
Well, yeah, but like we know that this guy can only go like a couple minutes back in time. Why would Batman think he could do like 25 years? Why wouldn't the guy just go back in time and not do that? You know what I mean?
No.
Like, if you had the power to go back in time 20 years, why wouldn't you go back in time before you were in jail?
I thought it was he had to break his brain in order to do that. You just said that.
Yeah, he was like, he was banking on the fact that he could get him so upset that he would like find the energy or something from deep within to do this thing he couldn't regularly do.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
It's a bad plan. I just needed to talk about that for a second because I don't know why. I just woke up the other day and I needed to talk about this because it's a bad plan. And I wanted everybody to know that I thought it was a bad plan.
This is a kid show,
yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. It's an okay kid show, though. I mean,